Hello, this is Ernest Burley Jr., your certified financial planner, your chartered financial consultant, your NFLPA registered player financial advisor, your investment advisor representative. I hold the Series 663 and 7 to offer securities products to clients across the country. Also, your author of 2 books on Money Management Easy as 1, 2, 3, and Money Management from grade school to grad school. There are various organizations using this book to teach financial planning principles and money management principles to children, youth, and adults in various states. So I really do appreciate that. I ask that you contact Amazon, get online and order those books. They're both on Amazon, and make Amazon have to call my publisher and replenish their stock because the whole country has purchased them and bought them out. Okay, I'd appreciate that. I'm also a licensed insurance agent with over 30 years experience in the insurance industry. And I've been a business owner for over 25 years, Burley Insurance and Financial Services, with clients all across the country, from the north to the south, to the east, to the west. So state lines, like I say every week, do not confine Burley Insurance and Financial Services for helping clients in the financial services arena and the insurance arena. So we try to make sure that we have those abilities for clients across the country. All right, so I specialize in wealth management, investing, IRAs, portfolios, things of that nature, asset protection, so protecting what you've already accumulated, as well as asset growth, so strategically trying to grow what you've already accumulated and make it grow even more. Also, various types of insurance, so whether it be long-term care insurance, life insurance, auto, home, disability, business policies, church policies, or what have you. My firm specializes in all types of insurance also. And athlete management. So on the NFL side, I'm an NFLPA registered player financial advisor. On the NBA side, I'm an NBPA certified player agent. So and congratulations to all the guys who recently got drafted into the NBA and those who will be successful going forward. If you know someone with some talent, I can get them in front of GMs and scouts and individuals who can make decisions to get them an opportunity to play on an NBA team or overseas, because I'm FIBA licensed also for overseas. All right, so the purpose of this podcast is to educate, to enlighten, and to empower you with clear, objective, unbiased information so you can make the right decisions for yourself, for your family, for your business, for your church, for whomever you're contacted and connected with or connected to. Okay, so that's the purpose of this podcast. And this one is going to be pretty short and sweet, I think. Okay, so this podcast is titled 5 Steps to Avoid Getting Scammed. And I know, people hear about scams all the time. They're out there, right? No one wants to get scammed. Unfortunately, a lot of people fall prey to scam artists in one form or another. Now, the elderly are often the prey of scam artists, but they're not the only target market. So don't get that confused. Don't get it twisted, because there are a lot of people in all age brackets, all age categories that have fallen prey to scam artists. So let's not say it's just the elderly. Now, the elderly are often considered common prey for scam artists, but like I said, it's no discrimination nowadays. They're coming after everybody. So I've seen it happen. I'm sure you have also. From bad, deceptive investments to being sold the wrong life insurance policy or the wrong annuity, and all points in between, vehicles. I mean, it's just all types of scams going on out there. So let's follow some simple steps outlined in my first book, Money Management from Grade Easy as 1, 2, 3, so we can give ourselves the upper hand. So give yourself the upper hand. Try to avoid getting duped by following these 5 steps. And I put a little bookmarker in there so I can just read right off of here. So let's do it. Let's just jump right on into it, okay? So the first step is get it in writing. So get the official information on the company's letterhead. I'm going to read directly from the book. Ask for the information in writing. Tell the salesperson you would like to have any brochures or pamphlets that give the details about the product so you can review it. If the person can't give you anything in writing, you should not even entertain their pitch. If they can't give you anything in writing, they're just talking, just kick them on out the door, okay? Do not budge on this at all. Get it in writing on official company documents, pamphlets, or brochures, illustrations, or what have you. Get that information first so you'll have it in hand, right? Or on your computer if they could email it to you. That's what it's most likely going to be, something via email, right? So you can, everything's electronic now. So Hopefully you don't get paper brochures. But in either case, get that information in writing on the company's letterhead. Step number 2, tell the person you'll review the information at home, right? So don't get pressured into an on-the-spot sale. If it's a good deal today, it'll be a good deal tomorrow and a good deal next week, okay? So don't get pressured to signing on the spot as soon as they give you that information. So here we go. Point number 2, tell the person you will take the information home and review it. Let the person know you will give them a call if you're interested or if you have any questions. Like I have right in here, there may be some pressure tactic employed at this point, but do not budge, do not be pressured. The deal won't be gone tomorrow or next week. If it's legitimate, it will be around after you've had time to check it out. So that's in this book, Money Management, Easy as 1, 2, 3. Okay, now step number 3, review the information with some people you trust. Okay, so let's take a look at what it says here. Review the information with some people you trust. If you're married, you definitely should consult with your spouse first, right? Now, you may also, you may want to prepare a list of questions to discuss with some trusted advisors, as well as with the person advocating the product. So write down your questions so you can ask these questions of your trusted advisor. Like I have people calling me all the time about some product or some service or what have you. And I don't charge for answering questions about something. So talk to some trusted people. It doesn't have to be someone in the financial arena. It could be a trusted relative or friend, someone who's made wise financial decisions in the past, but someone you trust, someone you know is competent to give you good decision-making information, right? Ideally, you want someone in that industry to give you some information on it too, bounce it off of somebody else. I'd be more than happy to and willing to do that, but just make sure you have some trusted advisors that you bounce this information off of first. So that's step number 3. Step number 4, use the internet to check out the company, right? So here I have used the internet to check out the company and the product. Online reviews can be quite helpful. Just beware that sometimes companies post their own reviews for their products. So you have to be aware of that. You know, everyone can enter onto the internet and, you know, put stuff on there. So, you know, be cautious about that. Of course, look at the information online and gather that as part of your fact gathering journey, but don't just rely solely on that, okay? Number 5, and this is the last one, gather all the facts and the information, then make an informed decision. So here we go. Once you've gathered all your facts and discussed the opportunity with some trusted advisors, you'll be ready to make a decision about the product's legitimacy and whether it's right for you, right? So let's make sure that that's what we're doing. Follow these 5 easy steps. And that will put you in a better position. So by following these steps, you put yourself in a much better position to make the right decisions, right? So now sometimes time is a factor. So if you have a situation where you're dealing with maybe life insurance and you're about to flip to that next age, yeah, sometimes it's a time factor there because the older you get, the more the policy is going to cost. Even though I've talked about this before, you can save age on life insurance. You know, listen to my podcast on that. You can save age and get that previous age. I just did that with a client recently, as a matter of fact. He was flipping over to his next age. We went back to his birthday because it was pretty soon and got him the rate for his previous birthday as opposed to his current age, right? So let's make sure of that. Sometimes there's an interest sensitive type product where if interest rates are about to change, it may affect that product. Sometimes you have a sale or a discount deadline for some product or service. I get that. Sometimes there is a time factor, but still don't be pressed. Don't be pressed. Follow the 5 steps and don't get pressured into something that is not in your best interest and something that you have not fully vetted. So follow those 5 simple steps. And you know, here's the thing. These situations that you can get yourself into, sometimes you're stuck with them for a long time and there's no way out except for a bad way out. So let's just not do that. Let's not put ourselves in a situation where we've gotten into some product or some service that we can't get out of without some major financial or other type of consequence. Do the 5 steps, follow the 5 simple steps, and you'll put yourself in a much better position to make sure you're not getting duped. And that's it for today's podcast. See, quick and easy. All right, so today's recap. Follow my 5 easy steps in the book, Money Management, Easy as 1, 2, 3, to make sure that you're putting yourself in a good position to make a wise decision regarding a product or service. Okay. The takeaway is a couple takeaways. The first one is, hey, don't think it just happens to the elderly, because that's not the case. Everyone is prey for scam artists nowadays. So let's make sure that you're being very protective and cautious about your decisions, and that you fully vet the stuff that's coming across you. Okay. Now, I want to thank you guys for listening, like I do every week. Thank you so much for listening. I ask that you forward this podcast to others. So you listen to it, you forward it to your friends, your family, your church members, your coworkers, your cohorts, your fellow business owners all across the country, and ask them to do the same. So you forward it to them and say, hey, forward this podcast to your friends and your family and your church members and your coworkers and your cohorts and things of that nature, so we can get them all across the country so people can make some great decisions. Okay, so I ask that you do that. I also ask that you go to my YouTube channel. All of my podcasts are on my YouTube channel, Ernest Burley Jr. It's just in my name. I ask that you subscribe to the channel. I'm so happy. I see every week, I see more and more subscribers coming onto the channel. So I ask that you subscribe, and then you also ask your friends, your family members, your church members, your relatives, your acquaintances and connections all across the country to, hey, go check out this guy's YouTube channel, Ernest Burley Jr., and subscribe and check out the various podcasts that he has on there, because I cover a wide array of topics, from real estate to infinite banking to various tax breaks to beneficiaries versus wills and trusts, to whether you should pay off your mortgage early or not, whether you should rent a car or buy the car. I mean, lease a car, whether buying a car, whether you should rent a home versus buying a home. So people automatically think, yeah, you should buy, but no, you got to do some things that are logical. Okay, so increasing your credit score. So I talk about a whole lot of different topics on my YouTube channel via podcast, and also have some 1-minute snippets in there too that are quick hitters. So I ask that you subscribe, ask all your friends and families to subscribe, and view those podcasts on there. If you want to connect with me, very easy to do. You can just email me at ernest@ernestburleyjr.com. It's my first name at my full name.com. So ERNEST@ERNESTBURLEYJR.com. Or you can call my firm, 301-262-2600. Again, that's 301-262-2600. Or you can go right to my website, ernestburleyjr.com or ernestburley.com, whichever is your fancy. And you can just, send me some information or inquire from the website, and we'll reach back out to you with the information that you asked for. Okay. And that's it. I think that is pretty much it. I thank you guys for listening in. Of course, since I mentioned that I'm a financial planner and the financial side of my firm, I do have to go over this disclosure real quick. So here we go. Burley Insurance and Financial Services Incorporated, 13621 Annapolis Road in Bowie, Maryland, 20720. That's where my firm is located. Securities and investment advisory services offered through Next Financial Group, Inc., member FINRA and SIPC. Burley Insurance and Financial Services, Inc. is not an affiliate of Next Financial Group, Inc. This material is not intended as an offer or solicitation for the purchase or sale of any security or other financial instrument. Past performance does not guarantee future performance. All the views expressed are those of Ernest Burley Jr., moi, and Burley Insurance and Financial Services, Inc., and not those of Next Financial Group, Inc. Next Financial Group, Inc. does not provide tax advice. So that's it for my disclosure. That's it for today's podcast. I hope you got some great information, and please do forward this to others and ask them to do the same, because I'm telling you, people are getting scammed in various arenas. And if they follow these 5 steps, I think that will put you in a very good position to make sure, or avoid, or, some kind of way, help you to not get scammed and make better decisions. Okay. That's it for today's podcast. Until next time, y'all take care and y'all be safe out there. Okay.